No, but I think what is interesting compared to last year we all know that the banks will have more and more money to invest in real estate. And finally, rather than picking some opportunities on the opportunistic market, they just increase the loan to values. And so they did it. Yes, I'm sorry, Martin, but we all know that now you're ready to put up to 60, 65, maybe 70% on a core asset, but not one single euros on opportunistic segment. And I would say, not a lot. Okay. Diane will have something to say after. Yeah. And but I think that overall what is also interesting is to say that imagine a core asset finance up to 50 or 60%. You will have probably a return of 8 to 10% overall levered. And if you take an unlevered return of a development project, which works quite well, you will have roughly the same returns. And I think this is now a question of expertise. Where do you want to invest in? If you assume that finally, whatever the way, you will have 8 to 10% return, but you just have to concentrate either on a core segment with leverage or a non-core segment, maybe or not a well-known segment, without leverage, you will have roughly the same return. And I think we come back just to the 2011 saying that.
No, I think you start at least in France, on opportunistic investments, you start to find financing as well. Now, what is opportunistic? I mean, it's depending on who you are. Certainly, I think there are opportunistic investors where you know exactly that the equity is there and that they are committed to the deal, where you will find financing. And then there are opportunistic deals where you add an opportunistic location to an opportunistic tenancy and a very opportunistic investor. So there you won't probably be able to get financing on those deals. But correct me if I'm wrong. When you have at least one or two characteristics of the investment which make it a core location or a very good investor or a core tenancy in an opportunistic location, you might start to find financing.
I do agree. Maybe not the latter with the opportunistic location, but